After weeks of travelling across China, Japan, Korea and the Philippines, I somehow ended up back in Hong Kong. In this video I'm going to be visiting the Ronaldo Museum and observing a fire dragon parade.
Hello everybody, we're back in Hong Kong, back in Chunky Mansions. There's a typhoon coming. My flight's back been cancelled, so I've been given new flights. So I'm spending an extra day here in Hong Kong longer than I was expecting, and an extra day in China. So my holiday is being extended by 2 extra days. I've survived eating a deep fried parrot, an earthquake, and now, hopefully, if you see this, I also survived a storm that's apparently coming to South China. You can find this recording as a documentation of my trip, share at my funeral. My funeral request is that Man United players carry my coffin so they can let me down one final time.
There I was, in one of the most exciting food cities on earth, eating a beef roast dinner in an Irish bar. Absolutely textbook British tourist behaviour. Coming back to Hong Kong felt strange. At this point in the trip, I'd completely lost all sense of routine. After restoring my national identity through gravy, I went to visit the Ronaldo Museum. Now, as a Man United fan, this should have been incredible. Ronaldo is one of the defining footballers of my lifetime. The man practically soundtracked my teenage years, but the museum itself felt strange. Very corporate, very polished, very premium experience. It didn't feel like a museum. It felt more like something that should exist inside a luxury shopping centre next to a Cristiano Ronaldo fragrance stand. There were shirts, trophies, motivational slogans, dramatic lighting, but also this weird underlying feeling that I was accidentally walking through state-funded football propaganda, especially the sections linked to his Saudi club. At one point there was a recreation of Ronaldo's home life which generally felt bizarre, like a carefully engineered vision of ultimate success. Trademark. It's all very aspirational in a way that becomes slightly uncanny, like if LinkedIn made a football museum. The best part though was definitely the sweet transition exhibit, which is an insane sentence to say out loud. And honestly, I loved it. Completely ridiculous, completely overproduced, exactly what it needed to be. The next day, Hong Kong became significantly more cultural. I went to see the Tai Hang Fire Dragon dance during the Mid-Autumn Festival, and it was incredible. The tradition dates back to the late 1800s, when villagers supposedly performed the dance to ward off bad luck and disease after a typhoon and cholera outbreak. Today it involves a massive dragon covered in burning incense sticks, carried through the streets by hundreds of performers. The entire area filled with smoke, drums, fireworks, chanting, and crowds packed shoulder to shoulder. It feels ancient and chaotic at the same time. There's a weird mix of celebration, ritual, and absolute sensory overload. Before the parade started, there were groups of kids performing kung fu routines and traditional drumming performances, and honestly, they were better coordinated than most adults I know. Tiny children doing flying kicks with complete seriousness while I struggled to operate a travel SIM card for most of the trip. The drumming especially was incredible, very loud, very intense, very cinematic. The kind of thing that makes you feel like you're about to enter a martial arts tournament against your own will. And finally, like every exhausted traveller making questionable decisions before a flight, I ended up back in Lan Kwai Fong, Hong Kong's legendary nightlife district. The next stop would be Haikou on Hainan Island, then finally back home to the UK. Hong Kong felt like a strange transition point, part football museum, part ancient festival, part roast dinner, and part accidental airport layover, which is kind of summing up the entire trip to be honest. But I will see you in the next video.